Awakening to your inherent worthiness. Most people live their entire lives believing that something about them must be fixed, changed, improved, or perfected before they can be worthy of love, joy, success, or peace. They carry invisible stories planted in childhood, shaped by comparison, reinforced by society, and accepted without question. But the truth is this: your worth is not something you earn, it is something you already possess. You arrived on this planet complete. You arrived with potential, with brilliance, with uniqueness that cannot be replicated by any other human being. You arrived enough. Awakening to your inherent worthiness means tearing down the illusions that have kept you small. It means looking within and recognizing that nothing is missing in you. No mistake you've made has reduced your value. No failure has disqualified you. No judgment from others defines you. When you finally allow yourself to see that your worth does not need external validation, you experience a liberation that changes not just how you see yourself, but how you live. You stop trying to prove your value and start embodying it. You stop chasing approval and start honoring your truth. This is the foundation of self-acceptance, and it begins with the realization that you have always been enough, releasing limiting beliefs that keep you small. Many individuals walk through life believing thoughts that were never theirs to begin with. Messages from the past absorbed unconsciously become internal narratives that repeat again and again. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I'm not capable. I'm not worthy. These beliefs are not facts. They are emotional memories stored in your body and mind. But when you treat them as truth, they form an invisible barrier between you and your fullest potential. Releasing these beliefs is an intentional act of reclaiming your inner power. It begins by witnessing the belief when it shows up. Instead of engaging with it, you observe it with awareness. There it is, a story my past taught me, not who I am. When you can see the belief without becoming it, you break its power. You give yourself permission to choose a new narrative, one aligned with truth, not conditioning. Every time you interrupt the old belief and replace it with a thought of empowerment, you rewire your brain, you teach your body a new emotional reality. Slowly, the old pattern dissolves. You rise above the limitations that once defined you, and in that rising, self-acceptance becomes possible. Embracing your imperfections as part of your humanity. Self-acceptance is not about presenting a flawless version of yourself. It is about embracing your imperfections as essential parts of your human experience. You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to grow. Every flaw you perceive, every mistake you've made, every moment you regret is part of your journey of becoming. These experiences do not diminish you, they refine you. When you learn to accept your imperfections, you stop fighting yourself. You stop judging your emotions, hiding your weaknesses, and condemning your past. Instead, you approach yourself with compassion. You give yourself permission to be human, to be evolving, to be learning. This compassionate acceptance creates inner safety. And when you feel safe within yourself, you unlock the freedom to grow without fear. Imperfections are not signs of inadequacy. They are signs of authenticity. And authenticity is where true self-worth is born. Healing the relationship you have with yourself. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every relationship in your life. When you speak to yourself harshly, doubt your abilities, or ignore your needs, you send signals to your mind and body that you are not deserving of love or care. But when you offer yourself kindness, gentleness, and understanding, you begin to heal the inner fractures that have formed over years of self-neglect. Healing your relationship with yourself means showing up for yourself consistently. It means listening to your emotions without judgment. It means honoring your boundaries, speaking your truth, and nurturing your physical and emotional well-being. It means giving yourself the same compassion you so easily offer others. As you heal your inner relationship, you begin to radiate a different frequency, one of self-respect, self-love, and inner peace. And that frequency draws into your life people and experiences that reflect your healed self. Living authentically without apology. One of the greatest acts of self-acceptance is granting yourself permission to be authentically you, unfiltered, unmasked, unedited. Many people shrink themselves to fit expectations, to avoid judgment, to maintain harmony, or to gain approval. But every time you abandon your true self to fit someone else's version of you, you reinforce the belief that who you are is not enough. Living authentically means honoring your voice, your dreams, your desires, and your values. It means expressing your truth even when others may not understand it. It means refusing to compromise your essence for acceptance. Authenticity attracts the right people, opportunities, and experiences because it aligns your external life with your internal truth. When you live authentically, you experience a freedom and confidence that no external circumstance can give you. You step into alignment with who you were always meant to be, reconnecting with your inner power and potential. Deep within you lives an extraordinary well of potential, creative, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. But when you feel unworthy, you disconnect from this inner power. You dim your light, you silence your voice, you restrict your dreams. Self-acceptance reconnects you to that power. It reminds you that you are capable of shaping your life through intention, focus, and emotional energy. Reconnecting with your potential requires you to step out of the familiar patterns that keep you limited. It requires you to imagine yourself as someone worthy of success, love, and opportunity. It requires you to trust that your inner wisdom is guiding you toward your highest path. When you align with this power, you stop asking the world for permission to be great. You begin creating from your inner truth. And as you do, life responds. Doors open, opportunities appear, people align. Because when you embody your true power, you become magnetic, owning the truth that you are enough. There comes a moment when you must stop searching outside yourself for confirmation of your worth. A moment when you must look within and say, I am enough, exactly as I am. Owning this truth does not mean you stop growing. It means you grow from a place of love, not lack. It means you stop striving to prove yourself and start living from your authentic self. When you own the truth that you are enough, you move differently, you speak differently, you love differently. You begin making choices that honor your well-being rather than your insecurities. You begin showing up with confidence rather than fear. You stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop apologizing for your existence. And you step into a life aligned with your worthiness. You are enough, not because you have earned it, but because you always were. Self-acceptance is not a destination you reach. It's a homecoming. It is the moment you finally return to yourself after years of searching outward for validation, approval, or worthiness. As you walk forward from this message, remember that nothing outside you can add to or subtract from the value you already carry within. You have always been enough. Every experience, every flaw, every triumph, and every wound has shaped you into someone capable of extraordinary growth and deep inner wisdom. When you release the limiting beliefs that once defined you, when you embrace your imperfections as part of your human beauty, and when you choose to live authentically, you step into the fullness of who you are. You reclaim your power. You reconnect with your potential, and you begin to shape your life not from fear, but from worthiness, wholeness, and love. Let this truth settle deeply into your heart. You do not need to change yourself to be deserving of joy, love, peace, or success. You need only to recognize what has always been true. Stand in your truth, honor your journey, live with compassion for yourself, and let the world witness the strength, the beauty, and the brilliance of someone who finally knows they are enough.